Kedgeree is a fried curried rice, and back in the days it was served as a breakfast, but I really love this when I've got some leftover basmati rice and I want a very quick dinner. Basmati is a long grain rice and it is super fragrant, and whenever I'm making some for a curry I always make sure I add an extra cup so I can make this the next day. So I've just been frying some onions. You can see that I've got some lovely caramelisation on these onions. So cook these down for about 4 to 5 minutes, and I like to cook them in some butter. I'll now add some ginger, just some fresh ginger that's been minced, and we'll warm that through. And then some curry powder, any curry powder of your choice, and we'll just sprinkle that in. We'll give that a stir and toast that off, and then we can add a basmati rice. Now you don't want to be using fresh basmati rice for this. Day-old basmati rice is best, so it really absorbs all these beautiful flavours, the curry, butter and onions. So I'm going to cook this off for about 3 to 4 minutes, making sure I'm constantly tossing. And once the kedgeree starts to sizzle, that's when I like to add just another knob of butter. We'll toss that and stir that through. It's a dish that comes together really fast, and as that butter continues to melt, let's add in our fish. Now this is hot smoked salmon, so I'm not going to break it up too much because I do like the chunks in this dish. And we're going to warm that through just for a moment. I'm going to turn the heat off, and it's time to add some eggs. So I've got 4 eggs here. I will reserve some of these eggs for the garnish, but I also like to warm some through the rice. So I'll just chop up a few of these, and a few go back in the bowl for the garnish later on. And the rest of these into the pan. Quick little toss. And we need a hit of some acidity, so the juice of 1 lemon. Lots of acidity for this. I've got my trusty juicer. And you want to leave the lemon to the very last minute as you've turned the heat off. So good squeeze in there. And the other half. A little pinch of salt. Kedgeree is done. So I've got a generous plate here, and we'll just pile up the kedgeree. Yeah, look at that. Those reserved eggs we'll just place on the top of the dish. And you can garnish this with some parsley, but I really love the addition of coriander. So roughly chopping some coriander. I'll sprinkle that over the top. So if you've got a little leftover basmati rice from the night before, use it to your advantage. Make this gorgeous fried curried rice called kedgeree.